Hey, Jim DeRogatis here from the Chicago Sun-Times. I'm here to talk about cheeseburgers. No. I'm at Lollapalooza 2009, no doubt looking a lot worse for the wear, though I have a face made for radio and newspapers to begin with. It's hot out here today. It was rainy yesterday. It's the 5th year of Lollapalooza as a reinvented destination festival in Grant Park. I think my biggest observation about the festival in general this year is that this is the year that it became bigger than any of the particular acts that were on the bill. I made the point in the paper and on radio that this was a sort of lackluster roster of headliners. I think it doesn't matter, festival. It made an experiment in Chicago where they put the tickets on sale without announcing a single one of the bands, and they sold out instantly. And it was the year that proved that Lollapalooza, the name, the experience, was bigger than any particular acts that were going to play. As it turned out, Nirvana was supposed to headline. They dropped out. We wound up with the Smashing Pumpkins and the Beastie Boys. This year, the Beastie Boys were supposed to headline. They dropped out as Adam Yauch had a battle with cancer. And it really didn't seem to matter. The more time I spent in the crowd over the Saturday and Friday, people are here to hang out, to drink, to see, and to be seen. And the music certainly plays some role in all of that. But it goes to explain those priorities taking precedence over the music, why the particular acts, no matter how mediocre, people seem to be into it. They're happy just to be out here in the park. Now, for the hardcore music lover, to be sure, there's highlights. They just should be easier to find with some 142 sets over 35 hours on 8 stages. But as for the good stuff, I gotta say, today I was blown away by a Norwegian singer named Ida Maria. She was on fire. The set built slowly, and by the end, a trio of songs that were 2 tunes that were huge hits in the UK, Oh My God, and I Like You Better When You're Naked, and a cover of Iggy and the Stooges' Now I Want to Be Your Dog. She was doused in water. She was falling out of her dress. She was rolling on the floor. She was dropping to her knees. She was absolutely on fire with this incredible expression of sexual frustration and sexual empowerment. Hard to tell which. I was also blown away by a band called The New Number 2, which played a really hypnotic but noisy and energizing mix of shoegazer psychedelia, like from the early 90s, My Bloody Valentine, Ride, and Slowdive, and Radiohead, kind of experimental electronic pop music. They happen to have a heck of a pedigree. The leader of the band is Donnie Harrison, the son of the Beatle, George Harrison. But Chicago nepotism aside, I would have liked them regardless of who was on stage leading that group. I think the Chicago punk band Rise Against was phenomenal. Melodic hardcore, political pop punk, really hard-edged emo, whatever you want to call them. The Chicago band rose from all ages venues here, the sort that the promoters ordinance would like to drive out of business, to headline the stage not far from where Barack Obama gave his acceptance speech. And Tim McIlrath, the vocalist of the band, acknowledged that, as well as acknowledging a little bit of history from long before he was born, that the 1968 Democratic National Convention happened right across Michigan Avenue here, and the first Mayor Daley's police force at the time enjoyed nothing more than busting hippies' heads wide open all day long. Those were by far the highlights. Right now, Animal Collective is on stage. I'm excited about seeing them. I'm eager to see Lou Reed tomorrow. He's a crotchety old crank, but arguably as much, if not more, than anybody besides Iggy Pop. He invented punk rock, and maybe he'll give us a welcome blast of surliness. I like Bat for Lashes quite a bit early in the day, and we'll see how the rest of the day goes. Hopefully it's not going to be as hot as everybody's saying, because by then we'll be begging for the rain we had on Friday. It's been a long weekend.